In the previous lecture, we actually did till this area. So we did the compensation related part and the gender related part. Okay. Now, the major thing that we need to do here is to just decorate the things, and we'll be working on the second part, that is related to the competencies. Okay, in the next lecture. Okay, till that time, let's first actually design the thing. So we can figure out and make it that select the employee ID using drop down. Okay, so we have this drop down here. Let's make it outside bold. Let's insert a chart here, a small row, or you can say small cell, so that it will look a little bigger one. Okay. And then we can insert the arrow here, illustration shapes, and then we can insert an arrow that will reflect that where to do what. Okay, so go a little higher, and that the design you can select according to your choice. Okay, and let's make it no outline. Okay, so we have this to be selected, and here what we want here is to get the employee name, right? So the function is quite simple, is equal to, and then we connect with the employee reference. Okay, and this will be connecting. Okay, so this just second cell. Okay, so this will be selected, and we get the employee's name here. And then we want to say whether that person is the employment status that can be reflected here. Okay. So we can just select this cell, go for the conditional formatting, manage rule. We have got that. Okay, now we have got the employment status. So we can go to the reference cell, okay, and select as the employment status. Now with this person is inactive, has is relieved from the organization, and so on. Now the fundamental thing is that this particular reference cell, okay, will be depending upon which column you are calculating. So this column can be go up to endless list. Okay, and then you just need to have that formula related to offset. Okay, so it will be looking in the column with the row of 14th row in the starting from 0, it will be first column, it will be second column, and so on. Okay, in offset function it starts with 0. The function of the offset is basically you start from home, okay, and then you move. So if we write the offset function here, okay, offset, then it talks about the references. Okay, now reference is basically you are starting from home, okay, and then you move to the rows. Okay, moves towards the your right hand side, left hand side, or the right hand side on the data. Okay, and then you move towards the up or down. Okay, so there you reach to some place, and the offset function will be giving that particular address, and on the basis of that address you will get the detail. Okay, so that is how the offset function is working, and it will give us the value that is there in the offset function. Okay, so we're getting the employee name here. Okay, now when you want to enter into n numbers of different data, that can be entered, not an issue. So it can go up to 1500 120. Okay, you can add your attendance related data. So you can connect the data related to attendance and whatever the accumulated leaves are there, or the leaves that the person has taken. All the data information can come and to this particular shell. You can make another sheet also, or you can connect it to the master data. Okay, so there in any case the function of this particular process is remains the same. Okay, so if you are working for the competencies, you are working for related to attendance or related to any information, it will be same, because the attendance will be on different columns. So you will have the casual leave, you will have the privileged leave or the earned leave, you have the sick leave, that will be there in the column, the accumulated leave, the leave taken, all that data will be there in column. Okay, so you can just give the column number. Okay, and the reference cell is basically the employee ID that will be working on. So this will be the row, it will move into the row and column and find that value according to that. Okay, so that is the function of the offset function. So this offset function will be used in different purposes. Okay, so you can use that function. Okay, so irrespective of the number of columns you have. So for example, when we started with the data entry part. Now data entry part, you have got a restriction for the forms related, that you can only have for 32 numbers of variables, where I suggested that it's ideally take it as 30. Now we can, in the master data, we did some calculations. Okay, and again in that calculation will be there. So calculation after calculation, the step can be n numbers of different data. So what we are here, we are having around 40 different types of data. Okay, so it will be not there in the acceptable in the forms, because it will be maximum of 32. But we see that the maximum of the columns are there, that is a calculated field. So that is why we use the data entry field, and that data entry field, the data is pulled into the master data, and the master data from there. So we when we design the the control panel for the functions related to employee reference. Okay, this part, all these columns will be taken care of that. Okay, so even it is a calculated sheet, or a the sheet, or the detail or the data that has been derived from the master data or the data entry file. Okay, so that is why we are using the offset function. So this offset function will be used for different things. All you need is to understand which column it is there. Okay, and what the row will be according to this. Now this particular row is again linked with the dummy list. Okay. So whenever we are talking about this particular, the control panel for this is related to dummy list, and this dummy list is giving this data to the employee linking phase, that is basically the index function that we are using. Okay, and then this particular index function is linked with the reference cell. Okay, so that is where we get the match function, and this match function again comes here and get into the offset function, because what is happening, in case of the index we get the values, in case of match we get the in cell address. Okay, and in case of the offset, whatever the values are there. So basically combination of index, match, and your offset function actually helps us to get the information related to that particular employees in that row and column. Okay, so that is the fundamental behind that. Okay, and we have already seen how we calculated the compensation related to the different years. Okay, and thus making our chart ready. Okay, so whenever the 2021 will be coming, it will be working on that. Okay, so we prepared the employee details. Okay, now we can put different values here. Okay, so we have got the employee name is already here, so we can put the department here. Now department will be just equal to, okay, and then we will see which department that is. Okay, and check the value. So it is commercial there, and if when we change the value, you see that if person is becoming a civil engineer, you need to adjust this according to, so the visualization should be clear, a little more crisp. And let's see if it is. You need to have provide a little bit of a space there. So doing when you will do all this thing, okay, so the upper part will be more or less get ready. So whatever we designed earlier, Okay, we will be getting the information that you can arrange it accordingly. The design can be changed, the presentation can be changed, the location can be changed, the positioning of the different cells can be changed. That is according to your choice. Okay, so what is the basic information that is required is important. Okay, so whatever the information you are gathering, okay, that can be shown here. Okay, that is required. Now the flight rate is required. You can use the conditional formatting to identify whether it is a high, very high. If it is coming, then it will be red, so that whenever you hover around this particular person, okay, yeah, the moment it is red, you can understand, oh, you need to take care of this employee. Okay, so that is how the representation of the data is takes place. So we did the conditional formatting here, we did the name here. Okay, and all the different datas are arranged. Okay, the choice of the data will be all according to you, so you know how to make this particular drop down. Okay, so you can arrange the drop down according to your employees list. Okay, I would suggest go for employee ID, because that is always a unique ID. Okay, and then using the unique ID, you can just connect it with the employee master, creating a dummy data. Okay, you need to create a dummy list, because if there is any error by any chance, okay, you have the opportunity to correct it. If you put all the details in a same employee master, there if there is any error, it will be difficult to find that error. So make it a number of sheet, because it will be operating to you. Okay, and then you can keep the first free like this, so we can have the graphical representation dashboard here. Okay, and then we can have the employee dashboard and so on, and rest of the sheets will be there. We can have the data entry and the employee master, that if the your boss or your organization's head wants to see, you can give up the data. But basically the organization's head or the head of the department usually look forward for this kind of data. Okay. In the next section, we will be working on the behavioral competences and the technical competences. Okay, and the process remains the same. Okay, we will be just looking at the how the data are arranged in the behavioral competences. Do some minimum calculation, and here the data pulling is basically more or less the same way that the data is coming here. Okay, so when we are making the employee reference list, in case of employees detail, we will be making competency reference list. Okay, and the competency reference calculation, that will be there. It will be pulling the data from the sheets. Okay. So see you in the next section on the details related to how to make this part of the employee dashboard.